Trust is the foundation upon which every healthy relationship is built. Without it, even the strongest bonds can begin to unravel, leaving partners feeling uncertain, anxious, and disconnected. The experience of a lack of trust in a relationship is more than just a fleeting emotion. It is a deep-seated feeling that can influence every interaction, every conversation, and every decision made together. When trust is lacking, it often begins subtly. Perhaps it starts with a missed call, a late reply to a message, or a story that doesn't quite add up. The mind, ever vigilant, starts to fill in the gaps with doubt. Was my partner really working late? Why didn't they mention that friend before? These small seeds of suspicion can quickly grow, taking root in the heart and coloring every aspect of the relationship. For many, the lack of trust stems from past experiences. Maybe there was betrayal in a previous relationship, or perhaps trust was broken within the current partnership. Infidelity, secrecy, or repeated dishonesty can all create lasting wounds. These wounds, if left unhealed, can fester, leading to a cycle of suspicion and defensiveness. Even when one partner is doing nothing wrong, the other may still feel uneasy, always on edge, waiting for the other shoe to drop. But lack of trust isn't always about dramatic betrayals. Sometimes it arises from a lack of transparency or communication. When partners withhold their feelings, avoid difficult conversations, or fail to share important aspects of their lives, it creates a sense of distance. This emotional gap can be misinterpreted as disinterest or secrecy, leading to further mistrust. Over time, small misunderstandings can snowball into larger issues, making it difficult to distinguish between reality and assumption. The effects of a lack of trust are profound. Communication becomes strained, as partners may avoid sharing their true thoughts and feelings for fear of judgment or confrontation. Simple disagreements can escalate into heated arguments, fueled by underlying insecurities. Instead of working together to solve problems, couples may find themselves working against each other, each trying to protect themselves from perceived harm. In this environment, intimacy suffers. Physical closeness often mirrors emotional closeness, and when trust is lacking, both can diminish. Partners may shy away from affection, feeling vulnerable or exposed. They may question each other's motives, wondering if gestures of love are genuine or simply a means to an end. The warmth and comfort that once defined the relationship can give way to coldness and distance. Jealousy is another common symptom of a lack of trust. When one or both partners feel insecure, they may become possessive or controlling. Innocent interactions with friends, colleagues, or even strangers can be viewed with suspicion. Social media, once a way to connect and share, can become a source of anxiety, with every like, comment, or new follower scrutinized. This constant vigilance is exhausting, draining the joy from the relationship and replacing it with fear and resentment. But what causes trust to break down in the first place? Sometimes it's a single event, a lie discovered, a secret revealed, a boundary crossed. Other times, it's a series of smaller incidents, each one chipping away at the foundation until little remains. In some cases, external factors like stress, financial difficulties, or family pressures can exacerbate existing insecurities, making it harder to trust even when there is no clear reason for doubt. Regardless of the cause, the path to rebuilding trust is not easy. It requires patience, vulnerability, and a willingness to confront uncomfortable truths. Both partners must be committed to the process, recognizing that trust cannot be rebuilt overnight. It takes consistent effort, honest communication, and a genuine desire to heal. The first step is acknowledging the issue. Denying or minimizing the lack of trust only allows it to grow. Partners must be willing to have open and honest conversations about their feelings, fears, and expectations. This can be difficult, especially if past attempts at communication have led to arguments or misunderstandings. However, without this foundation of honesty, it is impossible to move forward. Next, it's important to identify the root causes of mistrust. Is it based on past experiences, either within the current relationship or from previous ones? Are there specific behaviors or patterns that trigger feelings of insecurity? By understanding the source of the mistrust, couples can begin to address it directly, rather than simply reacting to its symptoms. Forgiveness is also a crucial part of rebuilding trust. This doesn't mean forgetting or excusing harmful behavior, but rather choosing to let go of resentment and focus on the future. Forgiveness allows both partners to move forward, rather than remaining stuck in a cycle of blame and anger. It is a gift that partners give to themselves as much as to each other. Setting clear boundaries is another important step. Boundaries help partners understand each other's needs and expectations, reducing the likelihood of misunderstandings. This might mean agreeing on how to handle interactions with friends of the opposite sex, being transparent about finances, or simply making time for regular check-ins. Whatever the specifics, boundaries provide a sense of safety and predictability, which are essential for rebuilding trust. In some cases, professional help may be necessary. Therapists and counselors can provide a neutral space for couples to explore their issues, learn new communication skills, and develop strategies for rebuilding trust. Seeking help is not a sign of weakness, but rather a testament to the commitment both partners have to making the relationship work. Rebuilding trust also requires consistency. Words alone are not enough. Partners must demonstrate through their actions that they are trustworthy. This means following through on promises, being reliable, and showing up for each other, even when it's difficult. Over time, these small acts of integrity can help to restore a sense of safety and security. It's important to remember that rebuilding trust is a journey, not a destination. There will be setbacks along the way, moments of doubt and frustration. But with perseverance and mutual support, it is possible to create a relationship that is even stronger than before. For those struggling with a lack of trust, self-reflection can also be valuable. Sometimes insecurities stem from within, rather than from the actions of a partner. Exploring these feelings, either alone or with the help of a therapist, can provide insight and help break the cycle of suspicion and doubt. Ultimately, trust is about vulnerability. It is the willingness to open one's heart to another, knowing that there is always a risk of being hurt. But it is also the foundation of true intimacy, connection, and love. Without trust, relationships become transactional, based on what each partner can gain or lose. With trust, they become transformative, allowing both partners to grow, heal, and thrive together. It's also important to recognize that sometimes, despite our best efforts, a relationship may not recover from a lack of trust. In these cases, it is okay to let go. Holding on to a relationship that is defined by suspicion and pain can do more harm than good. Ending the relationship can be an act of self-care, creating space for healing and new beginnings. For those who choose to stay and work through their issues, celebrating progress is important. Every step forward, no matter how small, is a victory. Rebuilding trust is a sign of strength, resilience, and love. It is a testament to the power of forgiveness and the capacity for growth. In the end, trust is both fragile and resilient. It can be broken in an instant, but with care and commitment, it can also be rebuilt. It is the thread that weaves together the fabric of a relationship, holding it together through life's challenges and changes. For anyone experiencing a lack of trust in their relationship, know that you are not alone. Many couples face this challenge, and many find a way through. It is possible to heal, to reconnect, and to rediscover the joy and intimacy that brought you together in the first place. Begin by having honest conversations, listening without judgment, and approaching each other with empathy and compassion. Recognize that trust is not just about avoiding betrayal, but about creating a safe space where both partners can be their true selves. It is about showing up day after day and choosing each other even when it's hard. Remember, trust is not a given. It is earned, nurtured, and protected. It is the most precious gift you can give to your partner and to yourself. With time, effort, and a willingness to grow, it is possible to move beyond the shadows of doubt and create a relationship that is built on a solid foundation of trust, respect, and love. As you move forward, be gentle with yourself and with each other. Healing takes time, and setbacks are a natural part of the process. Celebrate the progress you make and don't be afraid to ask for help when you need it. Surround yourselves with supportive friends, family, and professionals who can offer guidance and encouragement. Above all, remember that trust is at the heart of every meaningful connection. It allows us to love deeply, to share openly, and to face life's challenges together. By prioritizing trust, you are investing in the health and happiness of your relationship, now and for the future. In moments of doubt, return to the reasons you chose each other in the first place. Remember the laughter, the shared dreams, and the moments of tenderness. These memories can serve as a reminder of what is possible when trust is present. Ultimately, the journey to rebuild trust is a journey towards greater understanding, empathy, and love. It is an opportunity to grow not only as a couple, but as individuals. By facing the challenges of mistrust head-on, you are laying the groundwork for a relationship that can weather any storm. So take a deep breath, hold each other close, and take the first step towards healing. Trust may be fragile, but with care, commitment, and love, it can be restored. And in doing so, you may discover a deeper, more enduring connection than you ever thought possible.